we have to be honest in terms of what's been happening in Brooklyn. The Brooklyn DA's office is in crisis. And it's in crisis because of the failed leadership of Joe Hynes. Let's deal with the facts. He, under his leadership, tens of thousands of young, innocent Black and Latino young men have been stopped on the streets of Brooklyn and had their constitutional rights violated. In 2011, when there was 685 stops and frisks in the city, most of them in Brooklyn, he said nothing. In 2012, when there was 500,000 stops and frisks, we led the city again in Brooklyn. He said nothing. The problem that we have here is he's out of touch and he's lost control over that office. If he would have just come out of his house in the gated community in Breezy Point, Queens, and did what I did, and go to the barbershops and beauty parlors in Brooklyn, and just talk to the people there, he would know how Stop and Frisk was affecting the lives of young people of color. And then what he does, he would have met the barbershop owner I met, who said he got off of work one day, was going home, bought some food from a fast food restaurant, had it thrown to the floor during a stop and frisk. Or the 62-year-old Black woman from Bed-Stuy went into a bodega in the middle of the day and she was stopped and frisked. See, you can't write all of these books, teaching at all of these law schools, working on a reality TV show, and not deal with the reality of what's happening on the streets of Brooklyn. What should happen is he should have been on top of it and not waited for Judge Shira Schindlin to issue a decision in the Floyd case the other day. I'm going to deal with stop and frisk from day one, because you deserve to walk down the street in Lafayette Gardens, and I live right down the street from Lafayette Gardens, and not be stopped and frisked unjustly. And then he has prosecuted many young men just like you, many of them being brought into the system for the first time. 6,000 marijuana convictions in Brooklyn. We lead the country in marijuana arrests. How can we stand for that in Brooklyn? I mean, I want to deal with the rapists, the murderers, and the robbers, not people who are walking around with small amounts of marijuana. And you look at, there's a reason why there is almost 10 times likely that Black people in Brooklyn are being stopped than whites for marijuana. We have to do better, and I intend to bring justice to Brooklyn on that issue.